one way that we explored the design of the RoJo is through both physical and digital models. This right here is an analog version where we were taking a liquid latex, mixing it with flour, placing it onto this CNC milled foam base, and we pressed down an acrylic laser cut sheet and pulled it up and then let that dry. Once it was dry, we came in and airbrushed the top of the model to give it its color. And the nice thing about the physical model is that it begins to act in a different way, and it's a more organic process, like the growth of the RoJo. We were, in a sense, simulating another type of growth by letting the materials actually react in a certain way and engage with the natural forces. The results of these experiments were able to feed back directly into the 3D digital modeling that we were doing to investigate other organizations and multiple iterations of these types of forms.
Also thinking sustainably, economically, the general approach to our RoJo offspring is one where we're kind of viewing it as something that's kind of controlled and limited to a specific site, but it brings an event, a program with it that's directly related both to the performances and upkeep of the plant and also to kind of the sustainability or wellness and health of the local region. And so an interest in kind of designing for an event-based program within a building, or in this case, a plant, is a key way of thinking econically to us. And in that way, you're kind of, you're beginning, again, thinking outside of like your immediate range and designing towards a more of a kind of a massive community. So you're really getting the most out of what you design. And kind of that idea of differentiation from a single plant, this idea of speciation, is something that is kind of directly linked to like this iconic nature of it, kind of designing a prototype that has all of these potentialities embedded within it that kind of can then be honed and tweaked in specific instances to really maximize production of a certain characteristic or a certain end result, input out. And so by doing this, then you're able to develop a language of continuity within a single plant.
This is one way that the RoJo can really engage in the community, is by programming spaces into the plant that can allow for sustainable and community growth. In certain areas there will be certain plots where a RoJo will exist. The community can come and engage and interact with the plant, direct its growth by bleaching, making the RoJo a part of each community that it's planted.
There are the kind of everyday processes of just necessary to its survival that anybody can be trained to do within a matter of minutes. But then there are kind of the more refined processes that kind of require are really a labor of love and require daily input and careful careful maintenance of the plant. It becomes much more of a craft that it takes a lifetime to master. So it becomes something that's really representative of a direct effort to make it grow. So it's something to be that the community can kind of grow and be proud of in that sense, really differentiate one community to another, and really is a showcase of the work that goes into it and people that do that work. I'm just trying to think, like, maybe like just trying to go through like the walkthroughs.
Mm-hmm.
We could try it and see how it ends up time-wise. And then
I think we should narrate over that.
Yeah, yeah.
What else do we need to talk about? Science, talk about ecology. We've talked about the icon. Have we addressed it as clearly as we'd like to?
Let's see.
We've got a lot. We've been talking for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm Robert.
And I'm John.
We're Ro.
Joe. That was good.